1.4, example 5. In this example, we're going to try to find the parametric functions to create the line segment with endpoints -2, 1 and 3, 5 when t goes from 0 to 1. So the first thing that we want to think about is that we're going to need two equations, which is going to be x of t equals something and y of t equals something. Now when we start, our t value is going to be 0. And this is going to be our starting point. So remember that the -2 represents x, and the 1 is going to represent our y. So when I plug in t, so when I plug in 0 for t, I better get whatever this is, t minus 2. Because if I put a 0 here, this whole first term is just going to go away. That's how I know I have this -2 here. And for the y, it's going to be something times t plus 1. Because when I plug in 0, this term is also going to go away. That's where the -2 and the 1 are going to come from. So far, I have x of t is going to be, I'll call it a times t minus 2, and y of t is going to be b times t plus 1. And again, I know that because at 0, I better get -2, and at 0, I better get 1. So now, we're given another point, which is right here, 3, 5, and this happens when t is equal to 1, because that's our endpoint. And that happens when t is equal to 1. So when t is equal to 1, x better be 3, and y better be 5. So then I can go x of 1 is equal to a times 1 minus 2, which better equal 3. So then I get a minus 2 is equal to 3. So I get a is going to be 5. And then y of 1 is going to be b times 1 plus 1, which better equal 5. So then this gives me b plus 1 is 5, so b has to be 4. So then my parametric equations are going to be x of t is equal to 5t minus 2, and y of t is going to be 4t plus 1. It's very similar to plugging things into line equations, but just a little bit different with parametric equations. If we go ahead and look at the graph, I went ahead and graphed here a t minus 2 and bt plus 1, and I graphed it from 0 to 1. So as I move around the a value, I should get it to 5, and b value, get it to go to 4. And now you can see how it lines up correctly. So in your calculator, you can go ahead and check to make sure you got it right. Okay, now on your own, I want you to try to find the parametric functions of the line with endpoints -1, 3 and 4, -1. If they list this point first, it's the initial point, and then this is going to be your terminal point. If they don't tell you which one's which. The first one's going to be your initial, second one's going to be your terminal. So go ahead and find out those equations right now. All right, so we know the general equation for a parametric line is going to be a times t, and then whatever the initial x value is. And for y, it's b times t, and then the initial value. And again, I got these values here from when t is equal to 0. And then I just need to find my a and b by plugging in numbers. For x, I get 4 is equal to at minus 1. But the t value is going to be replaced with a 1 because we're at t is equal to 1 because it's the endpoint. So 4 is equal to a minus 1. So a is equal to 5. Then I'm going to get -1 is equal to b times 1 plus 3. So -4 is equal to b. So my parametric equations are going to be x of t is equal to 5t minus 1. And y of t is -4t plus 3.